So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. And William Saliba, with a fractured back, has been told you've got to rest for 4 to 5 months, mate. We're not giving you surgery. That is a last resort. We are going to get through all of that. I will be back later with that Josh Kroenke interview that he did about 6 weeks ago. And I'll break down that and see how much we've actually done compared to what he said we were going to do. So I'm not sure what time that'll be, but it'll be later this evening at some point. But big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you fire these likes up real quick. Also, I'm literally about 50 subs away from 145, 47 away, 145k. That's up to everyone who's been locked in recently. Appreciate it. Before we get into talking about Saliba, though, I want to go through this World Cup team of the season because it's an absolute shit show. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's actually embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing. But let me find it. Where are you? Yeah, run these likes ASAP, guys. ASAP, ASAP. Where is it? Oh, Garnacho's a here we go. Go to buy. I've only just seen that. God, he ain't coming to Arsenal. I say here we go to Villa. Right. Team of the season. Crazy. Big up everyone locked in, man. Right. World Cup team of the season is Rosinha in goal. How is that geezer in goal? How is he World Cup best goalkeeper? Where's Unai Simon? Conceded 1 goal, won the tournament. Make that make sense. Pedro Porro right back. Cool career. Yeah, he won our hearts, guys. I big up Printed Clothing Co, man. Bless up, brother. Maybe because he kept a clean sheet against the world champions. They weren't world champions when he kept a clean sheet. And he won't be the first and last. He won't be the last goalkeeper to keep a clean sheet against Spain. I don't get it. Genuinely don't get it. Anyway, Upper Maguire at centre back after conceded 10 goals. Well done. Lisandro Martinez. No, Pau Kubasi. And then Emerick Laporte. Shambles. Conceded 1 goal, but Upper Maguire and Lisandro are in there. Going well. Jude Bellingham. PR Ellingham's in there. Of course he is. Crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work, guys. Elise. Rodri. Messi. Haaland. Mbappe. Who actually made this? Who actually made this? It is absolutely embarrassing that this is the World Cup team of the tournament. World Cup team of the tournament, guys. Right there. World Cup team of the tournament. Let me just make it smaller. Shambles. That is an absolute shambles. I see that earlier. I was like, who actually made this, mate? Is it fan voted or something? Big up Frogman, bro. Fan voted. That sums it all up then. Bellingham deserved fuck all. He didn't win it. Team of the tournament is the team that's won it. So pick 11 players from that team. Right, it's not rocket science, guys. Team of the tournament is the team that won it. It's crazy. I genuinely do not understand why anyone don't get this concept of it's team of the tournament, not individuals of the tournament that we'll make a new team for. It's team of the tournament. It should be the whole Spain team. Yeah, who invited Vicinha? Who invited Bellingham? Who invited Upper Maguire and Lissandro? Who invited Messi, Haaland, Elise, and Mbappe? They didn't win it. So how are you in team of the tournament? Spain's goalkeeper should be in there straight away, conceded 1 goal. But he ain't got the PR of this Vicinha guy who won our hearts, guys. He won our hearts. What's a load of rubbish? Absolute rubbish. Is what it is. I genuinely don't understand. I said, come on, me. No, it's true. It's team of the tournament. Which team won the tournament? It's not individual player of the tournament that we're put into a team, is it? Big up Andrew, bruv. I don't understand all this bullshit, but everyone can vote for their favourite players, can't they? And put them in the team of the tournament. Big up Jalil. No, you've had a stinker and hooks. You've just turned up. Where was you? All of Spain's team. Yeah, exactly. Is team of the tournament. Winner gets the team of the tournament. Exactly. And this is the same with goals, yeah? Same with the goals. Yeah. Mbappe won Golden Boot, yeah? The Golden Boot should be the top scorer in the team that won it. Yeah, all the other goals shouldn't count for Golden Boot. Because you've got players like Mbappe just stat padding in a friendly game. But then you could have somebody go and score a hat-trick in a final. Now, that puts him on, say, 7 goals, for example, that player. Just whoever you want it to be. But then Mbappe still gets Golden Boot. He didn't win it, mate. All of this loser crap is annoying. Sure, Vicinha made 7 saves against Spain in 1 game. Yeah, he did. They were straight at him. That's his job, mate. That's his job. It's his job. Isn't the best goalkeeper the one who makes the most saves, not the keeper that concedes the least? Well, that don't really work. Come on, Stretford Elite. What are we doing here, bro? So, let's say Unai Simon makes 27 saves in 1 game, but Vicinha wins the tournament, conceding 1 goal. Come on, man. What are we doing here, bro? Mad Wakey robbed. You're not funny. That's true, though. Big up, Kieran. It is a team game. Facts. Big up, Ethan. I just play semi-pro as a keeper, and I'm better than Vicinha. But he won our hearts, guys, because he made 7 basic saves, which is his job, against Spain, who then went on to win it. Great. Mbappe's job is to score goals. Unfortunately for him, when it really mattered, he didn't. And that was against Spain. His job is to score goals. He didn't score any against Spain, which is why they didn't qualify, mate. Or one of the reasons why they didn't qualify. Yeah, the Curacao goalkeeper made 15 saves in 1 game. Where's his PR? Exactly. Big up Raul. Like, yeah, I might do. Yeah, I do want to go to some of the World Cup games in 2030, yeah. Unfortunately, Malaga hasn't got the it's not a host stadium. Closest one to be Sevilla. The Olympic Stadium. Yeah, Starboy got robbed. Hat-trick. Mad. Actually mad. Is Zidane the new France manager, is he? In fact, let's go through Fabrizio's Twitter page, and then we'll get on to talking about Saliba. Right. What have I missed since yesterday? Rodri dreams of Madrid, guys. But there's no green light from Florentino Perez. Valverde, I'm eager to learn from Jose, ready to try and listen to every piece of advice he gives. Okay. to get the most out of every second, every minute of training gets to share with him and coaching staff. Well, I want a load of bollocks, nobody cares. This season it's going to be time to win titles. And the Madrid's happy again. Cool, you said that last season, mate. Right, so what else we got here? Garnacho, here we go. Big up Nana. Yeah, get these likes up. Get these likes up, guys. Right, it's a loan with a clause to become mandatory under certain conditions. Well, what are the certain conditions and how much is it? Why do they always say this and then never tell you what it is? Okay, what else we got here? Limasa Marita has completed a medical. Okay, new Hull City player from Sporting. Casemiro's a here we go to Inter Miami. Is he pretending to be a cat? Woof. What else we got? What else do we have here? Don't care about Swansea. Okay. It's all about, oh, there we go. There we go, guys. Somerville to Al Hilal is a here we go yesterday. William Saliba. We'll come back to that in a bit. Doku's about to sign a new deal. What's this one here? Chelsea has signed another player from Strasbourg. Big up, Stace. Bosh. Evening. Good evening. How are you, babe? How are you? So, Valentin Barco has joined Chelsea from Strasbourg. Been welcomed by Xavi Alonso. Chelsea want this Le Croix, Maxence Le Croix. Yeah, you need to get dressed because we're going out soon. In literally 25, 30 minutes.
Tell him he's got clothes on.
Well, he's got his pajamas on, but he needs to go and get dressed, mate.
Come on.
Just staring at me like, what? Ferran Torres could believe in Barca. Right, Angel Correa's gone River Plate. Wait, fucking hell. See, this how you know I don't sit on social media all day. I didn't know any of these deals have been a thing. Casado can leave Barca. Here we go. Bradley Barcola, guys. Understand. Liverpool remain the club showing most concrete interest in Bradley Barcola. No truth in Barca links. LFC deal depends on conditions for the exit, as the price will be set by PSG. No fucking shit, Sherlock. So you've told us a whole lot of nothing. Barcelona are going to want a price for Liverpool to pay. I'm pretty sure that's how selling players works, right? Just saying. No talks over a new contract. João Cancelo to Al Hilal. Wow. Vicario's left out of Tottenham's pre-season squad. Oi, here we go. Alaji Bamba to Newcastle, here we go. Monaco, 41 million package, medical authorised. Ain't he a midfielder? Bamba travelled to England to complete his move. Green lights from Monaco. I swear he's a midfielder, this guy. Wait, that might mean now they've got him in, we can have Bruno. Running to City, very likely, is it? Mad. Yeah, Top Gunners are telling us no need to panic, guys. No need to panic. It's exactly 11 months today since we last signed a player. He's a DM, is he? Oi, there you go. Hearing these transfers anyway, we're champions, mate. We're champions. Is he Tonali's replacement, do you reckon? Have Newcastle signed anybody else this window? How many players have Newcastle signed this summer? Right. Signed a winger from Hoffenheim, an 18-year-old midfielder from Ajax, French goalkeeper, and now this guy. Mad. Wow. Yeah, Arsenal do need to get a move on, bro. Player that actually wants to play for Newcastle. Mad. Actually mad. Right, let's carry on. Monaco get 15% sell on. Adeyemi has officially joined Barca, 22 plus 7. They've still been robbed. They've still been robbed. 22 plus potential 7 million in add-ons. Crazy work. And that is that, my friends. There's nothing else going on. Nada. Right, we'll talk about Saliba. I big up to Rohak Havak. What do I think of Zolis? Not good enough, mate. Not good enough. I think it's a downgrade on Trossard, if I'm honest. Not good enough. Should have just kept Trossard. We better get a better winger. We better get someone better, mate, because they ain't taking us anywhere. But we'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, mate. But bless up for the super chat as well, man. Will I keep Saka? Yeah, for one more season, yeah. If you don't do it this season, bin him. Right, here we go. Leeds United in talks with Manchester City to sign James Trafford. This is David Ornstein 46 minutes ago. Newcastle United also interested, made club-to-club contact, but the 23-year-old goalkeeper is leaning towards Ellen Road. Well, it's not far from Manchester, I suppose, is it? Right, he's then quoted his own tweet. Newcastle United no longer considering James Trafford as an option. It's almost like it weren't going to happen anyway, and he's gone to Leeds. Why don't you say he's gone to Leeds, mate? That wouldn't be a decent signing for Leeds. But yeah, there we go. Not a lot going on, really, is there? Not a lot going on at all in the world of transfers. All right. Yeah, nothing going on. Anyway, we need to figure out what Bert has fucking been doing for 11 months, because it's 11 months today. Whoa, shit, look at that. That's what happens when you drive like a twat, guys. Look at that. That's what happens when you drive like a complete bellend. Right. That's enough transfer news. So, William Saliba. Yes, we're monitoring. That's what we're doing. We're monitoring. 11 months ago today, we signed Eze. Or was that in August? Yeah, it was. It was all. Yeah, 11 months today. 11 months today, we signed Eze. Big up Joe, brother. Viva España. I'm not paying fucking $1 for another one just to have another star on it. Arsenal are cooked. Can't wait to play you lot on match day 3. Arsenal are cooked at the minute. Anyway, Arsenal have officially confirmed centre-back William Saliba will not undergo surgery from his back injury. Okay, cheers for that. Following extensive medical assessments, the 25-year-old French international will instead follow non-surgical, structured rehabilitation and a recovery programme. Despite avoiding the operating table, Saliba has faced an extended period on the sidelines and is expected to keep him out of action for several months. He'll be out for about 4 or 5 months. Was it a year ago we signed Jokeris, was it? Is it actually? I don't know, we were looking for 70 to 80 mil from Martinelli. Send him to Saudi. Has anyone got their early bird tickets for the games, the pre-season games? I don't know what's going on with Arsenal website. It keeps fucking crashing. Is it crashing for anybody else recently? So we're playing Girona, Betis, Dortmund, and Como. £9.99, £9.99 for all 4. It's actually not bad. And now we've won the league, I can actually spend money again on the club. For now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ron. Come on. Happy birthday. Can you give me a beer, please? Thank you. It's a lunchtime beer, a birthday beer for old Ron in their chat, bro. Fucking big Ron. Bosh. So yeah, £9.99. That's actually not bad. That is actually not bad. Right, let's see if it's available in Spain. Right, let's go. Fuck's sake, why do I have to register, bruv? Why do we have to do that? Why do they want my date of birth? Why do Arsenal want my date of birth? Bit random. All this just to get some fucking... Just to see if I can have it in this country. Yeah, Skelly would be staying anyway, bro. Skelly ain't going nowhere. Ethan, I reckon, might leave. But I'll get back to this Saliba stuff in a minute. Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you. Right. What are we doing here? Fuck off. Why do Arsenal make everything hard work, man? Right, just let me in. This email address is already in use. Well, we'll use that one then, shall we? That one's apparently already in use. How? How is that even possible? Fucking use this cunt. Wait. Right. Yeah, it is a big season for Skelly, to be honest. It is. And I want to see him playing a lot more in midfield. I was saying played more games in midfield. Obviously, we need a midfielder, and I think we'll probably end up getting Bruno. But at the same time, Skelly needs to get a lot more game time in midfield. Fucking why are Arsenal? All I want to do is see if I can get the games in this country. They're asking me for my name, my address, my phone number, email, fucking... What do you want all that for, mate? Leave me alone. Favourite team? Like, what are you talking about? Why is everything just hard work? Right. What else we got? Yeah, Barca ain't really done good business, Debs. I don't think they've... The two that they've brought, Gordon and Adeyemi, nah, man. Yeah, Holmesy, it's annoying. You know, you have to fill out all these forms. Right. So now what do I do? I've saved that. Right, now where? Right, all I want to do is see if it would let me buy it in this country. I just took my fucking head in. Oh, fuck off. I can't be asked. Bye, goodbye. It's now telling me the details I've just saved. Oh, fuck off, mate. We'll just watch it on somewhere else. I ain't fucking paying for it then. You want to be hard work? I'll be hard work. Fuck you. Somebody else to fucking have it. Anyways, get yourself a fire stick. Now, to be honest, I don't need a fire stick. I get all the Premier League games. Matty gets all the Champions League games. So it's only for certain games here and there. Like if I want to do Europa League or Champions League and Matty's not there, like say it's on React's channel, then obviously I do need to find somewhere else to watch it. But the majority of games that I want to watch, I watch without a fire stick. And the fire stick's normally about a minute behind. Anyone who thinks Liverpool or Man United. But yeah, they ain't winning nothing, bro. They ain't winning nothing. The best chance they can have is winning the League Cup. That's the best chance they got because they ain't winning the league. Neither of them. A lot of Man United fans are getting gassed up because they've signed a few players real quick. Okay, that's all well and good. It shows how starving they are. Mad, isn't it? Yeah, Connor, I see that. Mr. Antoine is going. Right, and the thing with Man United as well is that they were playing like one game every 2 weeks. Now they're going to be playing game after game after game after game after game. So the 3 or 4 players they've signed, they need about another 3 or 4. Because otherwise the players they've got are just going to get run into the ground. And then end up like in a top 4 battle. So now they had a stinker. Who are they playing? Oh, they played MK Dons. 1-0 loss. Wow. No, sorry, 1-0 win. Crazy. Yeah, Andy Braithwaite, they need about 7 or 8 players in that club. Yeah, their defence is a bit shaky at times. Their goalkeeper's good. I like him. But it's their forwards. Yeah, they all hit and miss. And Buemo hit and miss. Sometimes he goes on a little purple patch and then he goes disappearing for 6 games. Same with Mateus Cunha. Same with what's his name? Sesko. It is what it is. Oh, is it Fernandez who scored the goal? Was it? Oh yeah, it's just popped up there in the corner. Well, anyway, back to Saliba talk. Back to Saliba. So, anyone who's just joined, number 1, smash the likes up. That'd be lovely. How many is in it? Nearly 600. Come on, get 200 likes, guys. Let's go, guys. Need 200 likes ASAP. But yeah, Saliba has been officially confirmed not to undergo surgery. Big up Riku, brother. Following extensive medical assessments, 25-year-old French international will follow non-surgical structured rehabilitation and recovery. Despite avoiding the operating table, Saliba still faced an extended period on the sidelines, expected to keep him out of action for several months. So, it says, reports from outlets like RMC Sport and L'Equipe indicate Saliba played through the 2026 FIFA World Cup with a fractured back. Great. So he initially picked up that injury during the Premier League match late last season. He's had a fractured back since March. Crazy. Since March, guys. What's happened to this? So, Saliba used painkillers and daily treatment to start 4 matches for France. His back ultimately gave out during the semi-final loss against Spain, my nation, forcing him off after just 30 minutes. After returning to London for scans, Arsenal's medical staff determined that the structural injury had not worsened. They opted for long-term rest and physical therapy over high-risk back surgery. Back surgery is high risk. I'm going to get onto that in a sec. But at the same time, how are you letting this geezer fucking play football for that long? How'd you let him play football for that long with a fractured back? Yeah, Rico, exactly. Rico, Hector. Facts. Right, then says, while Arsenal has not published the exact return date, standard football recovery timelines for stress fractures or managed back rehabilitation suggest it will be out for at least 4 to 5 months. Right, then it says, because I typed in after that, can you play football with a fractured back? And why would you not have surgery? It says, no, you cannot safely play football with an active fractured back. Though elite athletes occasionally push through it with temporarily using extreme medical interventions. Fucking, I'm having a mare reading some of this. Shall I go back to bed and start again? In elite sports, players like William Saliba occasionally push through stable stress fractures using round-the-clock physical therapy, rigid bracing, and heavy painkillers. This is going well, isn't it? Going well, guys. Going well. But don't worry, guys. We've got Super Duper Mick. He has the same injury as Delict. His game time has to be managed. Yeah, facts. He shouldn't have been playing. Yeah, Rice needs a few months off as well. He ain't going to be back until, yeah, probably around Christmas, I'd imagine. Like, back to full fitness. Yeah, go back to school. Just go back to bed. But don't worry, guys. We've got about 29 fucking defenders at the club. They're all centre backs. Okay. They're all centre-backs. Every single one of our defenders pretty much is a centre-back playing in full-back or at centre-back. Then says, this is highly dangerous. While a player might get through a few matches, the back will eventually give out under the immense rotational and impact forces of football. Continuing to run, tackle and twist with a fractured vertebrae risks shifting the bone. This can cause permanent nerve damage, spinal misalignment, or a career-threatening disc herniation. Wow, and we've been letting him play since March. Interesting. What do I know? I'm not a doctor, I'm just reading it. Why a player would choose not to have surgery. For spinal injuries in athletes, surgery is treated as the last resort. If medical scans show the fracture is stable, meaning the bone pieces have not shifted out of alignment, doctors will almost always mandate long-term rest and physical therapy instead of operating. Kieran, I don't think we need another defender. Yeah, that's a good question, Ken. Because if you're constantly taking them every single day, eventually you become dependent on them. I'd imagine. Right, so non-surgical rehabilitation, spinal flexibility, retains full natural range of motion required for elite twisting and sprinting. If he has surgical intervention, spinal flexibility permanently fuses vertebrae together, severely locking and reducing back flexibility. Biomechanical stress for non-surgical strengthens the core to distribute impact forces evenly across the entire spine. If he has surgical, transfers heavy impact stress to the joint directly above and below the fusion, risking future breaks. Career longevity for non-surgical, success rate of 80 to 95% of athletes return to their peak performance level. For surgical, many surgeons recommend never returning to a high collision sports like football post-fusion. Inherent risks for non-surgical, zero risk to surgical complications, relies entirely on natural bone healing. For surgical, carries a risk of permanent nerve damage, infection, or the bone failing to fuse properly. I kind of get why they ain't doing it, but I'm more concerned about why the fuck he's been playing for 4 or 5 months with a broken back. Obviously, there's risks to having any surgery. But why has he been playing for Arsenal and France when he's got a broken back? I don't get it. And let's just be real with it. We knew he was injured. We've been saying it all season. There's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with him. We knew there was. After the 3rd game of the season when he got injured in the warm-up and we threw him in, 4 minutes later at Anfield he went down and came off. He was injured for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then came back again, and now he's done his back. I don't even just blame the club, Sam. I don't even just blame the club. I blame the player as well. It's all well and good blaming the doctor and sacking the club doctor like we did. But the doctor's telling Arteta and his staff, surely, he's got a broken back, or he's not got or this ain't right. And then they've all decided it's cool to plan. Whether that's the doctor, maybe saying, no, it's not as bad as expected. You could probably get a couple of games out of him, but then you might have to take him out. But that's what the doctor's going to do. He's going to give you his opinion based on his knowledge of whatever injury it is. It's then down to the player and the manager. So I blame both of them. I don't blame the doctor. We can all blame the doctor and sack the doctor. Cool, whatever, mate. It's just taking the heat away from the player and the manager. The player knows his body better than anyone. The doctor's there to give advice. Big up DL, bro. Thanks. Timber in the podcast. The manager forced him to play. But at the same time, the player could have said no. Could have said no. He didn't want to say no. He wanted to play. Big up to Matija. First two super chats have been about Zolis. That's mad. Do you think Zolis will be good? Is going to be okay? I'm not so sure, mate. I'm not convinced. Hopefully, I'm wrong and he smashes it, but not for me, mate. I don't think he's any good. It's not often I get a player wrong. I'm right about pretty much most of them. The only one I've got a biblical stinker on, it's not even a biblical stinker, is Gabby Magalhaes. He was a bozo. He's just less of a bozo now. But then when Saliba's not in the team, he goes back to being a bozo. So we've got 4 or 5 months of whoever's going to be next to Gabby. It's not going to be plain sailing this season, put it that way. But if Rodri leaves for Madrid, we have no fucking excuses. New manager. They've done 116 million quid on a geezer that's worth about 16 quid. And if Rodri leaves, I don't think Rodri will leave, but if he leaves, that's curtains for City. Big up for the super chat, bro. Big up to Mr. Perfecto. Still going to be around 3 months recovery for a broken back Saliba, unfortunately. Hopefully Arteta don't spam him out early if Arsenal get in trouble. Yeah, but this is my concern as well. And big up for the super chats as well, lads. Appreciate it. This is my concern as well. It's easy to blame the manager, right? And I blame the manager for a lot of things. But when it comes down to injuries, yeah, and putting players back in the team, it's down to the player also. The player has to say, listen, Gaffer, I can't play. Can't play. I'm not 100%. I can't do it. And I know they want to play, especially if it's a final, Champions League final, for example. Timber was never going to say no. But this is where the manager gets in their heads. Urian, I need you tomorrow. And he was sitting on a podcast telling the whole world after the semi-final last year, I couldn't run. I genuinely couldn't run. No wonder fucking Kvaratskhelia run rings around him in that fucking semi-final second leg. Big up to Anton. Yeah, it does. It does, bro. But also that affects, them injuries also affect your back as well. It's all linked. Yeah, and this is why players do do injuries, but one leads on to another, if that makes sense. So you could do an ankle injury, that'll lead on to a calf or a knee. Yeah, or even a back. Yeah, because now you're not natural. Now you're overcompensating, which means your body's shifting slightly to compensate for the pain that you're in. So now, I don't know how he's fractured his back. Maybe he got a knee in the back in a game or something. I don't know. Maybe he landed awkward. Maybe he got out of bed awkward one day and fucking I don't know. I don't know how he's done it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, yeah, these players have got to have a duty of care for themselves. Because it's all well and good saying, yeah, boss, I want to play. But they're not doing themselves any long-term favours. Might do themselves short-term favours by getting in the game and fucking being part of the team that won the title that day. You know, part of the team that won a cup that day. But at what cost? Exactly, they shouldn't be taken lightly. Facts. Exactly, bro. It could have been climbing a mountain. How do we know? Could have gone rock climbing and fell off and hit a rock. Marino once said that one of his ex-players is not taking it an injection to play the game. What do you mean? Big up Shabazz, bro. It's the constant pressure and damage to his back in games. Yeah, possibly. Like when you're jumping up in the air and you're landing, yeah, or you're slide tackling and you're rolling, then you're jumping up for a header and you got Erling Haaland fucking clarting you in the back with an elbow. Like, at some point you are going to get injuries. There's not a single player that's gone through football without having a single injury. And if there is, I can't think of one. Surely every single player that plays football has had some kind of injury, whether that be a groin strain, calf strain, hamstring, whatever it may be. Every single player, yeah, has had an injury. So we know injuries are part of the game, but at the same time, when it's serious injury, these players have got to take responsibility for themselves. Yeah, it's all well and good saying, oh, I want to be the star guy and all of this, star boy, yeah, and rolling around fucking getting on the pitch and scoring on your return back and everyone's jumping around. So Saka's already said that he was playing on adrenaline, which is what I kept telling everyone, by the way, when Saka came back and scored against Fulham. Yeah, and what are you saying now? What are you saying now? And then he scored against Madrid after Panenka in a penalty way left. What are you saying now, Gunner? What are you saying now? Watch next season. What did he do this season? Fuck all. Yeah, oh, but he scored that trick in a friendly game the other night. Well done. Yeah, you got to take responsibility for yourself. Yeah, and tell the manager, no, boss, I ain't playing. But at the same time, the club have a duty of care to the player. It's their asset. As much as we don't like calling it a business, it is a business. They got to protect their assets. If Saka does a career-ending injury, yeah, that's on Saka and the manager. I'm sorry, it is. It's not on the doctor that we sacked. You think the doctor's sitting there saying, and hopefully he don't, by the way, but do you think the doctor's sitting there saying, oh, don't worry, we won't tell Mikel, we won't tell Saka. Yeah, no, he's fine to play. He's fine to play. Of course he ain't. Of course he ain't doing that. The doctor's telling him exactly what he knows from what he's seeing. Yeah, and then the manager and the player decide whether the guy's going to play or not. They decide between, are you all right? Are you all right to play? I need you tomorrow, you're in. I need you tomorrow. He can clearly see he can't fucking run. I need you tomorrow, you're in. Big Champions League semi-final second leg, you're in. Against PSG away, you're in. I need you. He can't even run. Yeah, he said that on the podcast he was on. So then why the fuck didn't you tell him you can't run? You ain't playing. It's all well and good blaming Arteta. Yeah, that Jurgen Timber should have told him, swivel, I ain't playing. But it's a Champions League semi-final. He wants to play. He wants to be part of that team that got us into the final. All he did was get the run around by Cavra. Yeah, it's mad. Exactly, Mo. Johnny Stones and Luke Shaw can't stay fit for more than 3 games. Big up Scotty Lord as well, man. Do you think about your season? I find the signs very underwhelming. Yeah, it's like we've just been promoted from the Championship, bro. Yeah, facts. Reece James is another one with the compound injuries. Precisely, bro. Our season was an anomaly. Do you know what's mad as well, yeah? Obviously, Anthony Taylor's retired now, so the Arsenal ref is no longer. No more Anthony Taylor. I cheer Chelsea fans up. But I look at it and I just think, like, obviously they changed the laws of the game every year. Handball law. They'll be doing this jockeying on corners and all this shit. They'll be changing a few things. Yeah, and let's be real. We're relentless at set pieces. But at the same time, we block off and hold and grapple and push and shove. If they clamp down on that, we've got to think of clever ways to do that without doing it, if that makes sense. Like, got to try and still do what we're doing, but just find a clever way so we don't get caught for saying this the new law. Because we know that when they start a new law, yeah, it's always for the first couple of weeks or a month that they issue it, and then after that they forget all about it again, don't they? Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what they bring in. But who knows? We'll see. Big up Marcus. The club doctor told Mourinho and the player that he could play with an injection, but the player refused to do it. Did the player play? Yeah, the sweet prince, always injured. And that's the thing as well, right? People are saying, oh, we got unlucky with injuries. Yeah, Ben White can't do 5 in a row. Exactly, him in an ambulance for the next 5. Exactly, we can say what we like about Wenger, Joe, but at least he said, no, you're in the red zone, you ain't playing. Because he give a shit about the players' welfare. Even if it meant, yeah, that Thierry Henry couldn't play. Even if it meant that Bergkamp couldn't play. Or Vieira. Yeah, got to look after the player for going down like to the next 10, 15, 20 games, or even to the next 2, 3, 4 seasons. Can't just keep playing players and them saying, yes, Gaffer, I'm ready to play. And Arteta's the worst in the league for this. Because he makes everything sound sexy and dramatic and builds it up. He's a great storyteller. So the players want to play for him. They want to be the guy because they've seen players like Aubameyang get fucking ousted out of this football club real quick. And certain other players out of this football club real quick. So they don't want to piss the gaffer off because otherwise they could be out the club. So they're going to say yes. But at the same time, one thing that winds me up with this club, and this really winds me up, is when he sits in press conferences saying, "Oh yeah," because he said about Urian Timber. He said, "Yeah, Urian's it's just a little knock. He should be back next week." He was in out for about 6 fucking weeks, and then he comes back in for half an hour or 20 minutes in the Champions League final, and now he's out the World Cup. Well, guess what, Urian? If you're watching it, mate, you didn't learn from last year in the semi-final against PSG, did you, mate? Yeah. But what winds me up is the fact he sits there and says it's just a little knock. Why don't you say he's going to be out for 6 weeks? Why don't you say that? Why don't you say that? They blatantly lie to our faces. It's annoying. Yeah, Havertz is injury prone. We've got so many injury prone players. The only one that ain't really is Declan Rice. Declan Rice is averaging 60 odd games a season for the last 5 years. For club and country. Big up Baba. Yeah, Saka's well up here, bro. He's on 300 grand a week and he can't run. It's annoying. It's annoying. Did any players play 30 games in the Prem last season? David Raya played all of them, I think. I think Saliba played 30 Prem. Yeah, I think he played 30 Prem games. Declan would have. There's a few. Yeah, they always skirt around the truth. It's annoying. But this is where these journalists, I'll use that word loosely, because they're just paid shills. They sit there. "Oh, thank you, Mikel. Oh, I've wrote another book about you, Mikel. It's called Arteta's Revolution, Part 2. Shut up. Yeah, it's boring. Yeah, Kieran, yeah, that's mad, bro. That's mad. But that's what I'm saying. Look at some of these players that have ended on their careers real early. And everyone goes, "Oh, it's a shame he's finished his career." Yeah, because they just constantly play through injury. You catch up with you at some point. Can't keep doing it. Right. Where are my cigarettes? Where are my cigarettes? You can't keep playing with injuries, man. And it's all well and good taking all these painkillers and all of this and that, yeah. But at the same time, you can't carry on like that for the rest of your career, mate. It's not going to happen. Why is Adeyemi wearing a fucking jacket and jeans? It's about 30 fucking 8 degrees in Barca, mate. What are you doing? Just seeing Adeyemi in Barcelona in a pair of jeans that are too big for him and a jacket that's too small for him. Did he get dressed in the dark? And he's got a shirt and tie on underneath it. Fuck my life, bro. What is wrong with some of these players? Man's got flared jeans on with leather shoes, a jacket that's too small, and a shirt and black tie underneath it. White shirt, black tie, cream jacket, flared jeans, and black shoes. Did he get dressed in the dark? Like, real talk. Wow, crazy. Crazy work. I have no idea how he's ended up at Barcelona, bro. 22 million euros. Thinks he's still at Dortmund, yeah. Yeah, maybe he lost a bet. There we go. Raya played 37, Rice 36, Gyökeres 36, Eze 32, Gabby 32, Saka 31. How many of these are full games? Because that looks good on paper, doesn't it? How many of them are actually full games, not just sub appearances or like being subbed off? Right, big up to memes, brother. Off to the beach. Bosh, enjoy it, bruv. Enjoy it. It's currently 35 degrees here. 35 degrees. There you go. 31 degrees in Barset, but it's humid as fuck. Yeah, bro, the guy's walking around. I'll put the tweet in the chat so you can see it. Look at that. Right, it looks like Leeds United are going to get James Trafford. But yeah, other than that, we've gone through all the other transfer stuff. But yeah, I can see why the club and the player have opted not to have surgery. But at the same time, yeah, he's going Leeds. He's going Leeds, bro. I can see why they've opted not to have surgery, but at the same time, why have you played him for 4, 5, fucking 6 months with a broken back, bro? Yeah, Newcastle did want him, but he didn't want Newcastle. So Newcastle just said, fuck it, see you later then. Well, let me get your super chat. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I think I broke my back. Oh, fuck. Told you I'm tired today, man. I'm tired. I am tired. Yeah, it did go over my head, bro. It did go over my head. Bless up, bro. You think I'd say we'll go more attacking, or we'll stick to the same system and hope the other Premier League teams haven't it done? Bro, he's going to stick to the exact same style of play that won him a title. Because now he's got over the line playing his style, he'll go, I can do that again. He'll do that again. I'm telling you right now. Big up for the super chats as well, man. I appreciate it, bro. Briefcase wanker, where you been? I ain't seen you in my chat for ages. Gansora Vieca, come on. Bash. World champs. I need another one there. But they want 100 quid, 100 euros for another shirt, bro, with 2 stars on it. I ain't paying 100 quid for one more star. Ain't happening. I should have just fucking waited. So I knew they were going to win it. Should have just waited. The geezer's back again to cut the bushes, trim the hedges. Yeah, he's back again, isn't he? Every day, twice a day. What do you make of our new white kit? I haven't seen any of the kits, bro. I haven't seen any kits. What do you mean you can't shut the door? You just pull the handle up and pull it.
No, like it's like in stuff.
1 second, guys. Right, guys. So yeah, Hedgeman is back again. Saliba is not having back surgery. James Trafford is going to Leeds United. Adeyemi is walking around in jeans and a jacket in Barcelona. And I'm going out. So it is what it is. Who's live, guys? Is anyone live that I like? But yeah, I don't think we're going to change our playing style from City to Leeds United. Yeah, but the thing is, he was never going to get a game at City. I don't know why he went there in the first place. Makes no sense to me why he went there in the first place. Views is live. We're going to raid Views again, yeah? And I'll be back later. Yeah, Views went live 51 minutes ago. Big up Temi, brother. Is it true Dalman's about to be sold? Where have you seen that? Ain't no way we're selling Dalman, bro. It's annoying, isn't it? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
It's annoying, isn't it? 37 subs away from 145 as well, by the way. He's trimming the hedge. I K Brown, that's fine. Why does Jacobs look like he's had to fight for his life in all their fun house? Leave the geezer alone. Bro, that's funny. That is funny, man. That's funny. Bless up for the super chat as well, bro. Appreciate it, man. Big up to Ash. Yeah, you never told him about the Donnarumma deal. So you kind of duped him. But listen, we're going to raid views here. I'll be back later tonight-ish. I don't know what time. It's currently 2 o'clock, nearly 2 o'clock. So not sure what time. But I'll do a breakdown of this Josh Kroenke interview from the end of the season. Yeah, and let's see how much of his storytelling we've actually done. Yeah, seeing this, that was about 6-7 weeks ago. Now, Leanne's here, man. So how's Leanne's here? You're here till when? 4th of August, right?
Yes.
So there we go. Another 11 days. 12 days.
Counting down.
12 days.
You're trying to get rid of me already.
Nah. It's good. I've got my own personal cleaner. I've got my own personal barmaid. She hung up all my washing earlier. Going well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can move in if you want.
You get my invoice at the end of the week.
Right, guys. We're gonna raid. Yeah, I am tired, man. I am tired today. My back hurts as well. Fucking my
Lobster boy.
Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah, I know it's burned. Yeah, but it doesn't hurt because it's my sciatica.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's killing me. But just drains it out you, man. Anyway, we're gonna raid views on sport. I'll be back later tonight. I'll set the stream up for time is it 2 o'clock? I'll set it up for about 7. That's 7 p.m. So 6 p.m. UK time, yeah? I'll set it up now and I'll set it up for 6 p.m. UK time. I'm out like Saliba for 3 months, but I've had this for years. It's fucking killer, man. When my sciatica gets bad, it bloody hurts. So, yeah, we're going to raid views. And I'm going out to get some sunshine, mate. I'm going to go and get a haircut. And raid views on sport. Bless up to everyone locked in, man. No, I'll do it for 6 p.m. UK time, guys. 6 p.m. But the thing is, I'm going to have to watch it. I'm not going to be able to share it on screen. I'm not going to be able to share it on screen because I'll get done for copyright by Sky Sports. So, or overlap or whatever it was on. I think it was the overlap. But either way, 6 p.m. UK, yeah? I'll leave you with this. Watch this before you go, yeah? Watch this. This is some David Raya shit right there next season. I'm saying you, this is going to happen at one point next season. Watch this. Yeah, ain't going away, Stephen. If you get your... Well, I can't do it, but if you get your elbow and put it right on, just below your, or the top of your ass, just fucking push right down on it for about a minute. It fucking hurts. Yeah. And then it hurts for about 2 days after that. And then it goes for about a week. Then it comes back again. But it's long. Anyway, we're going to raid views, yeah? Appreciate everyone locked in. Big up to everyone who super chatted as well. Make sure the likes go up. That'd be lovely. And yeah, man, I'm going to go and get something to eat. Get a haircut. And yeah, it's all good, man. We'll be back later. Later tonight. And raid views on the way in, yeah? We're out. Adios. Goodbye. Saliba's out for 4 or 5 months. We're fucked.